Okay, I think we should probably get started. Welcome everybody. Thanks for your interest in our UC Advocates Initiative. I'm Rob Scott, UC Today publisher. And in the next kind of 10, 15 minutes or so, I'm going to step you through a high-level overview of our program. So UC Advocates is a very new initiative, so you're likely to have some questions. So I've got Joshua from my team also on the panel today, and together we'll run through any questions that you might have at the end, so we should have time for that too. Alternatively, if you want to email us, you can contact us at team@ucadvocates.com, and we're happy to help take any inquiries or anything, answer any questions, that kind of thing, as we go forward. So let's get started. So what is UC Advocates? The industry is growing faster than ever before, and the business communications landscape is buzzing with innovation and success. So one thing I've realized recently from doing what we do is that we really don't have a community. So we have not one single place or home for thought leaders, influencers, and passionate fans. So plus there's a whole lot of people in today's world going unrecognized, and therefore UC Advocates' mission is really to change that. So we're building an environment that aims to foster the real fans of our industry using a leading advocacy social software, using a leading advocacy software platform called Sociable, a bit of a mouthful there. We're creating a home for conversation, content aggregation and sharing. Plus, when our community of advocates is fully established, we'll be scheduling some meetups at worldwide events for us to shake hands and share insights. So who can join? Well, anyone really, whether you're from sales, technical, marketing, or you're a leader in your organization, you can join our community. You might be from an end user organization managing their technology, or you might work for a reseller, a service provider, a vendor organization, or a related business. It really doesn't matter. It's a community-led initiative, so we're not selling anything here. We're not going to sell your data to anyone, and we're not asking for your credit card details. We are, however, going to help create opportunities for everyone that gets involved, and we're going to hopefully have some fun along the way. So to summarize, UC Advocates is about discovering great content. It's about sharing your expertise with like-minded people from our community, and it's your social stage for sending your voice as far as possible. So before we get started, let me just set the scene in terms of where we are as an industry and why UC Advocates is so crucial. You don't need to be told here that social media is probably one of the most significant things to impact our lives in the past decade. Now with more than 3 billion people talking every day, liking, sharing something on their feed, a natural progression has been the rise of social influencers. And a social influencer is basically an online celebrity, and they typically have a lot of influence, and they generally have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of followers. So apply that to the business world, and what we have is a kind of subset of influencers, which we call kind of nano or micro influencers. And these are people, they're generally popular, that work in specialist fields of technology or brand ecosystems, and have thousands and sometimes tens of thousands of followers. So in the UC, collaboration and customer experience technology industries, generally in a fragmented way, most of these hang out on social channels like LinkedIn or Twitter. So, but it's not just about followers. Anyone can fake a follower base nowadays. What it's really about is authenticity and mind share. So real influencers engage in conversation, share opinion, and share great content. So as a result, their personal brands start to fly, and the organizations they're involved with generally fly too. So whatever your motivation is for raising your profile, whether it's personal or commercial gain, the key ingredients remain the same. We're looking for honest, authentic, passionate, and knowledgeable people to join our community and fly the flag for our industry. So what can UC Advocates do for you? Well, quite simply, sharing great content is the lifeblood of our program and the best way to build your social profile, of course. So not only will UC Today be contributing our most popular trending stories, you can share yours too. So this is a really important point, that this isn't just a UC Today news sharing platform. We really want you to bring your favorite stories too. So they could be stories that you find on social media, using other aggregation platforms, generally on the news, on searching the web, or they could be your organization's best, posts, blogs, stories from that week. Using our social advocacy software platform, Sociable, you'll discover the latest relevant content as well, without having to manually search the web. So, plus, you can easily share your favorites on, from your social media channels, as mentioned. You can like stuff, comment on content, and if you're in the mood, again, contribute something that you found interesting, and share it with the rest of the community to enjoy. Okay, so we've been piloting the Sociable tool in-house for a number of weeks now, and we really love it. So we're really excited to show it to you as well. So I'm going to take you through some of the big features in a moment, but the headline benefits include gamification. So for you to want to use it, it has to be fun. So the more you get involved, the more rewards you can gain, which is also going to help us plant some trees for reforestation projects around the world. So I'll tell you more about that in a moment, but that's fantastic. Also, if you're interested in speaking gigs, such as panel sessions, writing jobs, hosting webinars, presentations, then paid opportunities will be on offer too. And what I mean by paid opportunities, it might mean there's an e-gift involved, there's free access to events, there might be payment in exchange for your time and expertise. It's really entirely up to you. We just hope to stimulate opportunities for everyone involved. You're also going to get a lot of recognition. So as a UC Advocates member, we're going to help raise your profile. So the UC Today team running the program in the background are fully committed to helping you achieve your goals as well. And finally, as we go forward and we organize meetups, we hope to be getting all members kind of VIP access to some of these events. And the events will also provide a kind of physical meeting place for members to network with the community as well. So we think that's pretty cool. So it's not all digital. There will be some physical live stuff happening too. So your social platform, as mentioned, the Sociable platform, so it's a bit of a tongue twister. The Sociable platform is the heart of the program. The Sociable platform will be managed by Josh in my team, who's on the line today. On a daily basis, he will be adding the very best UC collaboration and customer experience contact center related news stories into the platform for you to enjoy. Joshua will also be moderating all the user-generated content. So that's the content that you contribute, you find that you'd like pushed through. So we're going to start with three main channels. These channels are essentially news channels that you can have a look at. One is for trending news and blogs. So this is kind of what we call the general channel. In addition, we will also have a Microsoft channel and one for Cisco. And the reason for this is the sheer amount of content and how popular these two brands are. So if you're a Microsoft MVP or a Cisco WebEx ambassador, you'll find plenty of good stuff in here. And also you can put anything related in there too. So equally, if you're writing blogs about these brands, we'd love for you to contribute them. And you can reap the benefits from the community, amplifying them across social media, etc. So possibly more channels will open up. We're not sure. We're taking our time with this, finding our feet really. So we'd welcome feedback as we go forward. Last but not least, we will have a channel for UC Advocates, and we'll also have one for our UC Summit event. In the UC Advocates channel, we'll share some general updates on UC Advocates, member success, some awesome tips and guidance on how to be successful on social media, etc. So that'll be kind of your member channel. And the UC Summit channel is our event it's a big focus right now. for a UC Today, and we're looking for speakers. We're looking for people to get involved. So if any of the advocates would like to get involved in our UC Summit event, which is debuting in January 2020, again, please reach out. We'd love to hear from you. So please take a look in both those channels. So just to give you a quick flavour of what it looks like, this is the dashboard. This is generally where you play, look at content. This is a screenshot, but in the within probably the next couple of hours, you'll have live access to this if you accept the invitation that we'll send out. But this is what you're going to see, and it's very intuitive. But we're going to also send you a little training video as well. But most of you won't particularly need that, I don't think. But just moving on. Oh, let's just have a look at the fun stuff. Let's not skip the fun stuff. So the sociable platform also has some great ways to keep you engaged and enjoying your membership. So it's got a leaderboard, so we can set you activities and challenges, even opinion polls and quizzes. We can ask you to complete certain other activities if you wanted to as well. And you score points, and the more you score, and the more engagement you will receive ultimately. So everyone has access to the leaderboard and that kind of thing, but we're going to be making a real song and dance about everyone's success on the platform. So every month we'll also be giving away gifts and rewards to leading advocates on the leaderboard. So if you are top of the leaderboard, we might do a prize draw for the top 10, for example, and every month there'll be a gift maybe given away. It might be given to us from a vendor, for example. It might be just something that UC Today sponsor. But again, hopefully lots of recognition and rewards to be had here. So if you go to ucadvocates.com, you'll notice there's a sociable button on the right-hand side of the homepage, similar to the black sociable button on the bottom right-hand side of this screen. Once you've been activated as a member, click this and you'll access the sociable platform. Here you can download the app also on your iPhone or your Android smartphone. So if you prefer to use it mobile, you can do. But many of you, you can equally just use the desktop browser, and both experiences are pretty much on par anyway. So it's a great platform. The app is very cool. It's like a web interface. So the choice is yours, whatever interface works for you. There's even a push notification feature, so we can send all members breaking news alerts and important information. So we think that's quite nice. If we get a breaking news story or something like that, like the via Ring Central deal today that happened, or yesterday, we could push that out to you as soon as we find out about that story as well. So we can keep you updated, right by the minute, really. We'd also encourage new members to start small, set a routine for dipping in and out of the platform and finding your way around. So, to be successful on a platform like this, you do need to be consistent. I'm sure you'll all find your feet in your own ways on this platform if you choose to carry on. So I did mention we're going to be able to plant trees. So in partnership with Tree Nation, the platform allows members to engage in the fight against climate change in a very pragmatic and direct way. It's very simple to use, it's totally optional, and you can track your planted trees and your CO2 impact as you go along. So for each virtual tree given to a member, a real tree is planted in an actual forest. And so we're choosing different reforestation projects around the world, probably quarter by quarter, to give all these projects an opportunity to plant more. So planting trees with Tree Nation is really a fantastic way to give a little bit back as we go along, and it's great for corporate social responsibility. So I really hope you share my enthusiasm for such a great organisation and a fantastic feature as part of the UC Advocates programme. So next steps, we will send you an invitation from the sociable platform. So we're going to do that hopefully in the next hour. After inputting your registration details, you'll gain instant access to the platform. So UC Advocates is free. There's no commitment at all. So it's good. So giving it a try is, is very, very easy. However, bear in mind, we'd love to see regular activity from you if possible. So, if people do become too inactive, we're going to have to remove you, ultimately because we are paying for licenses and we've only got so many. So we want to keep the community as rich and as active as possible. So what is regular activity? I hear you say. We define regular activity as probably weekly interaction with the platform. Little and often is better than smashing it hard in week one and we never hear back from you ever again. So the next step after that really is for us to show you around the platform. As I mentioned, we do have a short training video, and once the training video has been watched, I think you're pretty much good to go. Or you might just choose to find your way around yourself, but I'm sure you can. So that's about it for my introduction. Let's just see if we've got any questions. I'm just going to open this up to Josh for a moment.
Hi, Rob. You all right?
Yes, Josh, do we have any questions?
Yeah, we do. We have do we register as an individual or do we register as an organisation?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So this is an individual personal membership. So if you do work for an organisation, that's absolutely fine, and you do want to put or your company's best news through to the platform, that's absolutely fine too. But you as a member on the platform, we don't really do corporate memberships, if that makes sense. So I hope that answers that question. So after this, you will receive an invitation through to your email address that you signed up for, through the website. Again, we'd love you to share, the UC Advocates program with anyone you know as well. So if there are others within your organisation that might like to join in, please ask them to register their interest. Do we have any other questions?
Not the mob. Oh no. Can you schedule posts in the platform?
Can you schedule posts? Yes, you can. Yeah. So that's a good question. So once you find a piece of content you like, you can share it across a whole bunch of different social networks. I think we've got most of them covered. But when you click send, you can also click to send it a bit later on, so you could schedule that for a certain date and time. Are there any other questions?
Is the objective here to be impartial, even if you work for a vendor?
I think impartiality is the purpose of the platform. I don't know whether that's it's fair to say that's the purpose of the individual. I think, if you're flying the flag for yourself, I think that's, for your own personal gain, that's absolutely fine. But I think we're also going to have people that want to fly the flag for their companies and their brands that they work for. So I wouldn't say impartiality is the the core value of a member. I would say it's more the core mission of the platform. I hope that makes sense. Any other questions?
Yeah, is the website up right now at ucadvocates.com?
So ucadvocates.com is really just a member's website. So you can't really do much. It just kind of sells the program and tells people more about what we do and why we're doing it. However, the UC Advocates Sociable platform, which is the social advocacy program in the background, is live. You just need to be registered on the platform. So we're going to send you an invitation out. Josh, in the next hour, do we think?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we can do that.
Sounds reasonable. Yeah. So you'll receive an email in the next hour from Sociable, and if you choose, click the link. You've got a couple of fields to fill in, and then you're straight into the platform. And Joshua has been populating it over the past kind of 2 or 3 weeks anyway, with content in there. So, however, there's not a lot of user-generated content at the moment. We're hoping everyone can help us out with that. Anything else, Josh?
Are we able to have access to these slides after the presentation?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why not. Yeah, we can send those out. Any others?
Do we create the messages around the social piece, or as admin do we do it?
Do we create the message? I mean, what do we mean, like the post details? What you type in the post.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you contribute a piece of content, you put the URL in. So say it's a blog on your website, it'll automatically bring up the metadata from that URL, like most programs would. So it'll automatically populate it with a title and some text, but you can customize it. So if you wanted to put some, hashtags in, a Twitter handle or something like that, then you could do that too. So yes, and also on the moderation side, we check to make sure that what you've put in there is, fair, correct, and we can add stuff in or take stuff out at that point as well before we approve it and publish it.
Just one more. And can we view content on the platform without being an advocate, or do you have to be a member?
You have to be an authorized member, yes. Yeah, so the advocate platform or the sociable platform is not accessible to non-members. It is a fully logged in experience. Any other questions?
Just one more has just come in. Will UC Advocate Sociable be linked to LinkedIn?
Yes, it will be. Josh, do you have to hand the social networks that we're compatible with?
Yes. LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, the Instagram at the moment, and there's a couple more. I can't remember the others. I'll just double check.
Sorry to put you on the spot there, Josh.
No, you're all right, don't worry.
Yeah, so I can see Zing. You can even share it to Yammer. Facebook, Twitter, and you can also share it to Workplace by Facebook. You can share it via WeChat, and you can also share it by email if you want. And these are all just like easy one clicks. And you'll get recognition for anyone that kind of goes on to share and engage with that content. So when you share it, it kind of creates a unique tracking identity attached to that post, and then from there on, you'll get more points based on the further it goes. So that's actually quite interesting to watch. We've been looking at some of the analytics we've been doing over the past couple of weeks, and it's very interesting to see the power of this platform. So, are there any other questions, Josh?
If it's a total logged-in experience, are we just sharing stuff amongst ourselves rather than the general population industry?
Great question. No, it's a fully logged-in experience for the members to get access to the content. But when you share it, it goes publicly straight over your social channels. So yes, it's very public. You are sharing ultimately, content that's come from the public side into an internal platform, and then you're sharing it back out. Hopefully that makes sense.
Just one more that's just come in. Can you share that you're a UC advocate, and can we use the logo?
Yes, absolutely. This is all about flying the flag for you and the industry and the brands you work for. So we'll be making a real song and dance about this. And yes, absolutely, you can call yourself a UC advocate and use the branding.
I think that's it for now.
Great.
Questions and answers. Yeah. Oh no, one more has just come in. Is there a browser extension to easily share articles to the platform?
Oh, that's another good question. And the answer is yes. There is a Chrome extension called Sociable. As long as you spell Sociable correctly, you will find that as a Chrome extension, and that just means that any URL that you find, you just click the button, and a nice little pop-up comes up and allows you to share it straight into the platform. So it just saves you a little bit more time.
Yeah, I believe that's it, question-wise.
Great. Well, we're really looking forward to everyone getting on board. We've had over 200, registered registrations on the website so far, and we're going to be continually campaigning and making sure we've got as many people on as possible. But we really appreciate your interest today. So thank you very much for joining this webinar, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the Sociable platform sometime very soon.